Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man who's on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Man, we live. You know that intro goes
I love it.
hard.
Yeah, the new intro's pretty dope.
That intro's bananas.
Karate man.
Yeah. You guys have to see the Hindu guru that's in the studio with us right now. Whitney.
I love it though.
Has the Sai Baba afro banging.
What's up, bruh?
I mean, it's wild right now.
Life. God, my headphones barely fit over my fro.
Yeah.
Can't even
I love
see. Yep.
It's just so intense.
I literally.
We in the building right now. Listen, y'all know how this go. The phone lines is cracking. Today's topic
Get
is
outta here.
yet another heater. You know, there's been some research done that says women over the past 35 years have been declining in happiness. Overall, just not as happy anymore. We want to know what is the cause of it. Today's topic is the independent. You know her. Isolated, corporate mentality, breeding a race of increasingly unhappy women. Is the independent corporate mentality breeding a race / generation of increasingly unhappy women? Is it, listen, I'm going to ask this question. Speaking genders, is it just harder to make women happy than it is? Is it easier to make a man happy? Or, you know, ladies, is it easier to make us happy than it is for us to make you happy? Damn it.
Whose simple ass did that?
True or false? Unmarried women are unhappy not because they are single, but because society doesn't approve of their singleness. Yikes. Why are women unhappy? Why is there a trend? I'm going to ask this question. A lot of women going to be upset. Did feminism do it? Y'all jumped on the feminism religion. And is feminism the reason you unhappy? Did feminism make women miserable? Who wants to speak on that?
Now?
Are we going in?
Yeah.
Of course. Can I introduce
usually
you guys?
take like 50 minutes and set the show up.
This is what we do. Mic's off. Because they don't understand. Make your host look good. So, but you know what? Y'all gonna chill for a while. That's what y'all don't know how to do it yet. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to do it. It's cool. The number to dial is 844-55-1. One more time. There's two of them in here. Shoot both of them.
Usually it's like topic, introduction.
Is she still talking?
On a daily basis.
That's why your mic's off. So this is what I'm going to say. Why? We want to know why women are miserable. I want to know. I would like for women to call in. Do you think it's because women have two jobs? Mom and out there in the workforce getting that bread. Right? Do you think it's because, you guys just have a never-ending to-do list? Right? You work your ass off in corporate America, and then you come home and run the house. Yikes. Do you think marriage and monogamy is leading to unhappiness. I mean, the divorce rate is real high. So, I mean, it's starting to look like a bad deal for women too. We want to know, why is there a steady decline in happiness amongst females? Get to your phone lines, 844-55-1. That's the number to dial. Call me right now and let me know what to do. We want to know your opinion. We want to know your perspective. Call us right now. Now, let me introduce the crew who's in the building right now. Just as wild and woolly as they want to be. It's how they get down. It's what they're about. Whitney Tabor, Team Tabor, just in here. Just, you could tell, fucking, you had a hell of a 4th of July. How you doing?
Man, I did have a great 4th of July. I didn't do shit. I didn't eat a barbecue. I didn't have nothing cool. Did absolutely everything not American, I think. I sat on the beach and chilled.
That's true.
Beautiful. You look like you just been kicking it.
I'm just relaxed, man. I'm feeling real good. Life
and
is
then
good.
Directly to your, what is that, right or left?
Right.
To your right, we have.
Hot in here.
Let's just get the fucking temperature together for her.
Bitches, hurry
I'm introing.
It's not hot in here?
It's hot. I don't.
I love that we're usually.
Anyway, badass. The badass panda. Yes, take off the fucking
I know,
old
right?
ass Twilight Zone sweater. Take it off. The fuck?
So you talking shit already.
I am. Anyway, Red Panda's in the building.
Hey.
Ashanti Ford,
Happy
Girl
Monday.
on Fire. Yes. We want to know why you guys are just so damn miserable.
Wow.
You know, too much freedom. You know, there's a lot of men sitting back going, I told you so. You want to run every goddamn thing? Now you got it. And you're unhappy.
Well,
Can I speak on that? Go ahead, Which
I'm just saying, y'all can speak on it. Holla.
First off, I don't think every female's miserable, but whatever. Being independent, I'm not that miserable.
I'm not that miserable.
Just a tad, you know. But no, honestly, I like taking control and being in charge because I would be miserable and pissed off if dudes only did shit, because these niggas don't be doing shit right. Like, I don't want to have to tell the same nigga, do it like this, do it like this. Get the hell out of my way and just let me do it myself. Yeah. That's me.
And that's where your happiness comes from.
And I actually I do enjoy running shit.
You guys have to admit, though, we have it kind of hard.
Speak on it.
Okay, so I just read this article in New York Times, I think it was maybe last week, and it was talking about something called ghost dating, which is like the new 2015 fad. It pretty much is stating that men hide behind their phones with texts or, you know, social media attention to women, and they're not really interested in getting to know the woman. They're getting by on just texts and liking Instagram pictures, yet they still get to fuck. And then after they're done, they just go ghost.
And that's our fault? Let's bring in Veronica Conway.
Here we go.
VC in the building. VC,
Hey, y'all.
talk to me.
Hey, Veronica.
Why? Why are you guys just so disappointed? What's going on?
We're just exhausted with doing
Right.
too many things that are outside of our lane.
Is it our fault you guys drove outside the lane?
Hell yeah.
Is it a fault thing at all? Is it just a natural occurrence, an organic occurrence that you just woke up one morning outside your lane?
No, it's not. It's been, I mean, part of that's been a societal push towards having, you know, listen, I love a career as much as anybody. I love what I do for a living. It's my vocation, right? So I love having a purpose, but I just think that what they've done, they've kind of strangled us in a certain way, men and women, by making it a requirement that there be two incomes in a household, for example, right? So women are always trying to, you know, have this providing thing and this making money thing. I just think that the whole myth of you can have it all can be a myth. You can have anything you want, or you can have everything you want, but in sequence. And I think we try to have it all, and we can end up quite burnt out and depleted if we do that.
Wow.
Why do
So I
I
think
feel
it
like
has more to do with depletion.
Why do I feel like I missed Veronica? Has she been gone for a little while or something?
Man, she been gone for like 2
I feel
weeks.
like I really missed her. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
ABC?
Or like 3 shows, but whatever. It felt like forever.
It felt like forever.
Oh, I love you.
God.
I love you too.
The crew is wild, man. Is corporate America beginning to strip away a woman's ability to feel for others, to empathize?
Yeah.
Is this a potential cause for their happiness levels dropping?
I mean,
Is corporate America making you guys bitches?
whoa.
Yeah.
844-55-1.
It's a combination of shit, okay? There's a combination of things. But you got men remember who runs the top of the corporation still, though? Men. So we
it's
really
our
want to...
fault.
I'm not even going to say it's your fault. I'm saying because we wanted it. I'm taking responsibility. I do want this boss-ass job. But if these niggas would just be vice president and let me be president, we would all be happier.
Right.
I'm just saying, maybe that's the reason we're miserable, not because of our job, because we got to deal with the stupid men who are above us because these niggas are scared to let us run shit. Boom.
And you think that's the source of your unhappiness?
No, that's part of it.
In my experience, the more responsibility that I get with multiple jobs or even with one job, the less time that I have. So it puts more responsibility on the man to actually show up when we plan to do something or show up when I'm available. And I feel like that causes that doesn't make sense to you?
I'm just listening. I'm taking this in. This is really like,
this has been my issue lately.
It's
I
your
don't
issue, but that
I
doesn't-
don't have a lot of time. So the way that my love language right now to these niggas is time.
The bird.
If I'm giving you time, if I'm crafting out time for you and you don't show up or you're late or whatever the case, nigga, I'm out. Like
Dick in her jaw. I'm gonna need you to
Bye,
call in
Felicia.
844-55-1. And everybody, I'm calling all the brothers.
You know what's so funny too?
Y'all
is
gotta speak on this shit right
I'm
here.
going to tag along with Ashanti over here. It's hilarious now because dudes was not on me until now. I work 7 days a week, nigga, and I got 3 jobs. Oh, now y'all want to try to holler at me? And when I get mad, they get mad when I'm like, yo, I have no time for you, bro.
Wow. True or false? Are women setting themselves up for happiness failure by buying into certain myths of happiness? I'll be happy when he gets his shit together. I'll be happy when I get married or find the perfect relationship. I'll be happy when I make more money. I'll be happy when I have kids. I'll be happy when I lose weight. I'll be happy when I change jobs / get a new job or get promoted. Aren't you guys the constructors, the architects of the bullshit lives you're living? Why blame men? 844-55-
Hold up, engineer. Relax with the little ding ding. See?
I want to know, man.
Well, here's my thing, though. But, okay, let me just ask a question to you then, Zoe. If we went back to when 35 years ago, when women were apparently more happy, when the dudes had more of the responsibility, I don't think niggas these days, honestly, I'm calling all y'all niggas out. These dudes nowadays cannot do that. They can't run it by themselves.
You mean like back in the 50s when you just stay home, barefooted, take care of the kids?
Yeah.
Do women really want to live that life? Part of your unhappiness is connected to female ambition.
That's the thing.
So let's just stay right there. You motherfuckers have been talking it's the man's fault. So let's just fuck with female ambition right now.
We didn't say it's the man's fault.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
But what's up with female ambition? Is that part of your unhappiness? Veronica?
I think that the problem with ambition is that it gets framed in a masculine paradigm. In other words, we get trained that we're supposed to go out and do it mechanically like a man. We can be as ambitious as we want, but I think ambition, real female ambition, is connected to orgasmicness. I mean, if an unconscious man drops a seed into a woman and she gives birth to that energetically, that's all the ambition she really needs to get shit done here on this planet.
But Veronica, wait. You know, you get to speaking on that Star Trek shit, and then women get lost. They be like, what the fuck is that? And listen, this is not me saying what you're saying isn't accurate or true. This is me saying the modern day millennial woman is so fucking disconnected from spirit. You sound like a Rubik's Cube. You sound like that. I don't understand what the orgasmicness and what kind of flowery fluffiness is going on. So you have to dig deeper into that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, we can pay the price for ignoring our nature. And if we, again, are just trying to run out here and muscle through stuff and move stuff around the planet like men, we will pay the price for that behavior. Period. In the story. So, it is unfortunate that women have been trained out of being receptive and being orgasmic and being yielding and being feminine. Even when I was in corporate America, I ran shit from a very feminine posture, and nobody could figure out how I was just banging on people. I mean, the kinds of deals that I would create for myself and my family and the kinds of shit that I would get done from a totally female stance, my colleagues and competitors had no idea how I was doing it. Because it wasn't because all the women were trying to run around and compete with men. I would just, say, okay, I would go into meditation. I'd say, okay, who's the vice president of telecommunications that I need to I need him as my hammer to get shit done, right? How do I connect with him and be present with him, make my case to him, and have him be a hammer on my behalf? I would get the biggest, most massive stuff done in corporate and it looked like I wasn't even moving.
Wow. Let me ask you this. Has corporate America transformed women into solitary social predators? I can take care of myself. I can pay for shit. I can raise this kid by myself. All I need you to do is A, B, C, D, and then you can bounce. Social solitary predators, and mean an asshole like on top of it. 844-55-1. Call us right now.
Yeah, you know what kind of makes sense too is I always think of things, I guess, in terms of money. So maybe they want people to be single because you go out, you make your money instead of you guys combining. Let's just get all of the money. I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess. Yeah. One thing I was talking about, though, when Veronica was talking about use your womanness and all that to do less work to make sure you get the shit you need done, which is what I gathered from what she said, makes me kind of think of the women in this generation where there are girls or women who are doing this, such as Amber Rose. She used her womanly features and her hoo-ha.
Her hoo-ha?
And all that, whatever she used, I don't know, but she now has books and this and that, and she can take care of her own kid and X, Y, and Z. Should we be mad at her?
Hell no.
You know what I mean? Like the hoe or whatever they call them, side chick or the, gold digger.
Veronica Conway, the phone lines is crazy right now. Veronica, respond to Whitney, and then we're going to the phone lines.
Yeah. I don't think you have to put the hoo-ha on the table. That's sort of the myth out here. That you got to put the hoo-ha on the table I'm talking about using feminine power for leverage, right? It has nothing to do with hoo-ha on the table.
But see, most women, listen, Veronica, most women, their most valuable asset is their hoo-ha.
Yeah.
They don't know that.
Yep.
They don't know that there's a spirit behind it. But for the most part, most women nowadays are leading with the hoo-ha. And then they wonder why they're upset. Say more. Say more. I'm open.
But they don't have to. I mean, listen, Nichama once told me, oh boy, you got a smart pussy. Just let her talk.
Ooh. Most of these pussies out here dumb though. I'm just going to tell you the truth. A lot of the sisters out here got dumb pussies.
Just let her talk. So what that means is to translate what that actually means is if a woman is vibrating and is sexual and is running sexual energy, and she's kind of opened up, her communication her pussy communicates it transmits through her communication, right? You can feel it on her breath. Her breath impacts the scenario. Her breath will have men move just at the sound of her voice.
Hey, Veronica,
it has nothing to do with, like,
Veronica, I'm going to need you to say that slower and more sensual. Say more.
Okay, so if a woman actually communicates with her pussy,
yes,
then she can influence and impact everything if she is connected to it, and she can move things around her simply with her communication.
Can you teach women how to talk with their pussies?
I
think Brian McKnight though can.
I'm just saying.
Brian McKnight.
Remember that song? Sorry, this is a side note.
I just want to hear a woman's pussy talk to me. Just, hi, so.
Ew. What if it sounds like this?
Whoa.
Cut Whitney's mic off.
What is happening?
Whitney needs a break. She just needs 2 seconds. She just needs a breather. Jesus. Whitney is out of control. Listen, the phone lines are going berserk right now. We got to get to the lines right now. We can't leave nobody hanging. Naptown is in the building on line 3. That's Ronan. Ronan, holler at us with your opinion, man.
Hey, what up, Zoe? What up? Voice the Reason family.
What's happening, Mike?
Hello. Man, this is crazy. I mean, I said it's tragic comedy because I believe you mentioned it before. A lot of females elope with their ideas while divorcing the individual and themselves. So when you get this concept we have, you have a lot of females who've been taught to put on some pseudo truck nuts and operate like men, and they fuck up royally.
Wow.
So the thing is, just like Veronica has been saying, if you become literate with your pussy and know how to talk with it, you'll get a lot further. So that's why when a guy like myself says, what do you have to offer besides your pussy and your problem?
But wait a minute. Wait, Ronan, hold on. Now, Whitney brought up a point earlier. She talked about how Amber Rose is talking with her pussy.
That's temporary. That's like a summer fashion for now.
But I'm saying, what's the difference? What's the difference? Summer money. But I'm asking, what's the difference between Amber Rose and what Veronica is talking about? Is there a discernible difference between the two? Somebody got to clear that up.
I needed to clear up.
Well, I believe she knows how. I believe she knows how to navigate within her market. She has her, she knows within her range and stays within that. She doesn't stretch herself out like that. But there's so many who figure like, hey, I'm gonna try to be a Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton has to flip flop so much to be relevant. She's still not doing what she's supposed to do. She's not credible because everyone knows she's gonna change as the wind blows. So, again, just you learn how to tap into your feminine energy, and you'll be able to, attract a lot of success. But a lot of times they figure, hey, I'm just gonna sit there and turn my ovaries into testicles, and it goes bad.
Wow.
Horribly bad.
Bro, I really appreciate the call, man. You brought Naptown into the building, brought him into the voice of reason. If you want to bring your city into the building, what is the number to dial, Ashanti?
844-55-1.
That is the number to dial. True or false? Society spins a very seductive story for women, making it seem as if, they're not worthy unless they've achieved marriage or job or kids or husband, happy life, happy wife.
I think the opposite.
You think the opposite?
Especially now, like back in the day with mom and aunties and grandmas, they were getting married sooner and they were getting married more often and having hella kids.
Kids.
People like my grandma had 13 kids, people aren't really doing that anymore. I don't know. I mean, maybe in
that's a strong uterus.
That's hella
maybe
kids.
For example, wow, with the sound effects, I can't. Maybe in certain jobs, you look more esteemed and responsible if you have a ring. Like sometimes for certain job interviews, I'll wear a ring, or for certain networking events, I'll wear a ring, so that people can look at me more seriously. But I don't think that people measure your amount of success based on marriage and kids.
Wow. A lot of people do.
I wore my ring here one time.
Do. I definitely think they do. I think
really?
people do, yeah. Because I get that all the time. I'm, 28, almost 29. People are, when are you still haven't had kids? I can't, it's just like, oh, okay.
Fuck that. We're living longer. when our grannies were young, like they didn't think that they were going to live that long. Like we got a lot of time. Like I have like 60 more years.
How you know?
I have at least 40.
Get right in that fucking Toyota and it's over this evening.
I have at least, wow. I have at least 40 years. Come on. No need to rush for the marriage. Sorry, Veronica, go ahead.
I will tell you something. You know, I got married and had kids right out of college, and my peers who waited and did career and either missed the baby window, or miserable they missed it, or if they did it like really late in life, they are exhausted.
Well, that's what
I hear me.
Yeah.
If they have kids late,
so
yeah, it's like you got to choose your.
So there's something about not trying to trick biology, right? I think part of the unhappiness comes because we have access to all these things that trick biology, we think we're meant to trick it, and that's not always the case because Mother Nature knows a hell of a lot more than you do sometimes.
But let me just say, we're kind of talking around it. And we've blamed men, we've blamed society, we've blamed feminism, we've blamed a lot of stuff. Could it just be that women are impossible to please? It's very fucking difficult. Like what, you get bored. What pleased you before may not please you next week. I mean, could it just be that I asked two sisters right outside. I said, who's easier gender-wise? Who's easier to make happy, men or women? They said, oh, men are.
Dudes,
Men are easy to make happy. Suck these balls.
Oh, gosh.
Get me something to eat. Let's watch some television, a little movie, a little slap and tickle. And then everything is good. You understand? Everything good. With y'all, it's goddamn, I got to pay attention. I got to listen. I can't answer. She ain't looking for no fucking answers. I got to be quiet. I got to. One woman told me, she said, brother, we will be okay so long as you say yes to all my demands. Yes. Just if you say yes, it's all good. Come on. It's a lot of wild lemurs running out there under the banner of feminines, right? Under the banner of women that are just really making havoc for themselves in intimate relationship. Now, we got to do something about that, don't we, ladies? When are you guys going to stand up and say, okay, we do buy into the fantasy. We do buy into all this bullshit. And by buying into it, we create, right, this fucking unhappy kind of cycle we find ourselves in.
But it's like, people also say, okay, I get exactly what
you're
saying.
Wait a minute, Whitney. Wait a minute, Whitney. Do you know women who are just expert at running motherfuckers off?
Yeah, all day. All I'm saying though, my thing is
guilty.
My bad. But really, like, lost my thought though. But it's cool. No, I literally I had some real
that kind of shit.
No, I was ready to go off, and then you said something to me, and I'm like, okay, I don't really remember what the fuck I was saying, but anyway.
Listen, we got to take a quick break.
Yeah, let's just take a break.
We got a quick break. Listen, get to your phone lines. The numbers are telling us women are not happy. 35 years of declining happiness for women, while men are getting happier and happier.
So ridiculous.
Fuck you, niggas. We'll be back in 2.2 Voice of Reason Hot Button Radio. Hey, this is Zoe Williams, and you're listening to the Voice of Reason on Hot Button Radio. Could it be the rise of the effeminate man that's making women so unhappy? Just the rarity of the alpha male could just be pissing women off. Like, fuck, I got another fruitopian.
No, like that's the realest thing you've said all day.
No, that's just the only thing you've agreed with.
No.
Jesus.
Anyway, that definitely, for myself personally, yes. What you just said, the lack of real niggas out here, or real men, niggas, all that.
Oh, I'm glad you got it right. There we go.
Yeah.
Listen, somebody else said false. Females are unhappy because they're imbalanced. They're imbalanced because of their religious beliefs.
Does that even make any sense?
That's just what he said. I'm reading it.
Stupid. Moving on.
Listen, no. There's some basis to what he's saying.
You can't tie women and religion together.
Yeah, you can, because 85% population of the church, men are not in the church. And then if you look at the men that are there, they're effeminate. And then the church is teaching them, sit down and wait on him. He gonna come. But it's not teaching them, hey, go inside and fix what's wrong with you, which is repelling him from you. They're not teaching that. They're saying, no, your special one will come. God will give them to you. So religion has a lot to do with the faulty belief systems that women are using. We're going to give that one to the caller. Thank you. Listen.
I'm not waiting for nothing. Like if I want something, I just go get it. Like what the fuck?
I love that, Whitney.
I'm just
Speak
sorry.
on it, Whitney.
Like that's it. Like I think that women are probably more so miserable nowadays, not because of anything else. It's because of themselves. Like if you don't like something, change it. If you want a man, don't go to church and wait for some nigga to drop him off for you.
That's dope, Whitney.
Just fucking go get one.
Nigga, Whitney's cooking with olive oil right now.
And can I just, and this from my own personal, advice, this is what I've always done, and I still don't have a man. So let's just, you tapping into that.
So let's do this.
I'm that one. Let's
do this. This is dope, Whitney. You do have a main today. So let's do this. This is very hot. Ladies, call in right now. 844-55-1. It's a call to action. Call in right now. Let me know what you think. But here's the caveat. You can't blame anybody.
Honestly.
You've got to tell us what it is that women are doing that's keeping them unhappy.
I got a laundry list for these.
That's what you got to tell. Because at the beginning of this goddamn show, it was men, and men got to step up. And if I didn't have to do it all and do it, hey, what the fuck are you doing that's making you unhappy? Ladies, can you call me right now and chime in? 844-55-1. Veronica Conway, speak on it before we go back to the callers.
Okay, so I'm going to, as is my usual, equate it back to sexuality, because sexuality is a microcosm of how women function in the world. So when a woman is engaged sexually and she's striving, she by definition won't be fulfilled.
Ooh.
If she's striving for the orgasm, if she's pushing for the orgasm, if she's in a striving energy, then she by definition won't be fulfilled until she surrenders. She doesn't really get satisfied until she surrenders and relaxes and lets go. So the same way that she approaches engaging is the same way that she will approach her life, and the same cause and effect happens. So striving by definition, it does not a happy woman make.
Wow, that's deep.
That's asking us to be vulnerable, though. That's a really hard one, especially out here. To surrender and to honestly open yourself up like that, you are getting ready for some fucking pain.
And that's
here comes the scary panda.
Here's my thing.
Saying.
Okay, here we go, Red Panda. So that's my thing, is you understand that now. So you already know, you as a smart, amazing, gorgeous woman,
scared.
You already know that being, vulnerable and surrendering, you are going to deal with pain, but you're already prepared for the pain because you literally just said it out of your mouth. Like, so if you don't want that fucking World Cup trophy, then don't go for the goal. But if you do want something cracking, like, you have to realize you can't control anyone, and you can't control anything except you and your own emotions. So once you realize that, you ain't gonna be that miserable.
Interesting. We're going to go to the phone lines right now. They are absolutely off the chart right now. I want to go to DC line 3. Holler at me, DC. Mike!
Oh, my nigga, Mike.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man?
Mike's been gone a while.
That's another brilliant topic. So I just think, I'm going to weigh in. I'm just going to say this. I just think a lot of times women don't really want happiness anymore. They just want, comfort, because, a lot of women don't know, a domestic life doesn't really mean that it's a happy life. I think a lot of women, they repress themselves, and they repress themselves and suppress themselves, and they tolerate and accept a lot of things they don't really want.
Hey, yo.
So they don't really want the marriage life, or they don't really want the domestic life. They're just doing it to be perceived in society a certain way.
Wow.
No, that
Some women do want the domestic life, though. I know bitches that their goal is to
women or bitches?
have a domestic life.
Shit, when we say it, it's
I'm just
motherfucker. Who you calling a bitch? Motherfucker. Shit. Okay.
I'm just saying, some women do want a domestic lifestyle, though.
Yeah, like that.
But he made a good point. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a happy lifestyle.
Mike from DC, you brought DC into the building, man. Thank you for the call. We got to move quickly. If you want to get your crew into the building, all you got to do is call us at 844-55-1. What do women want more of? Happiness or control?
Ooh, don't ask
fuckers.
me. Don't ask me.
Yeah, I ain't afraid of you fuckers. I dare you to call in, ladies. 844-55-1. What?
I'm not a controlling person, so I'm not worried about it.
When you scary, you definitely trying to control.
How the fuck does that go together?
I'm just saying.
When I'm scary, I'm trying to control.
First off, I didn't say you per se.
Yes, you did. You looked at me.
But you are responding. Yeah, but I get it. I get it.
My name is Red Panda.
Exactly. I get it. That was the question. What do women want more of? Happiness or control? Ladies, call me right now.
Happiness is control.
Ooh.
I was about to say, I'm happiest when I'm in control. So if you really want to go there, that's what I'm doing.
Because I know what needs to be done.
Veronica, you got to come in here. Come on. Speak on this, Veronica.
No, actually, I think that's the rub right there.
You saw that, right?
For women, actually, control is the opposite of happiness.
Ooh.
It's so much work. A lot of work.
Say more, Veronica, please. Talk to them.
Oh, Lord. You done got so hyped.
Because a woman's nature is not to control, it's to receive and to surrender. And as long as she operates outside of her lane, she's going to continue to pay the price for that. So, control is an illusion, first of all. At best, if we want to have happiness and joy, we can align with God force. We can align with powerful men. We can align with principles and let the chips fall where they may. And I don't mean that it means we don't get things done. I get a lot of things done. I get a lot of things accomplished.
Wait a minute. Let the chips fall where they may. Look at Shanti's face like, what?
No, but I'm like, Veronica, I understand all that. I would love to release control to these niggas, but they don't take control. They don't get shit done. It's always me that has to be the aggressor.
You gotta upgrade, mama.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
You are getting what you are, though. Let's not ever,
Ooh, then I'm doing all right.
Well, then I guess I'm a drug dealer. I mean, come on, let's be real.
Yeah,
we get pretty girls get a whole load of shit.
You do look a little like Nino Brown. So
she came in with them coked out white pants too.
So listen. We got to move to these callers. There's a lot going on right now. We got to get to them. Damien, Connecticut, line 5. Get at us right now.
Hey, Damien.
Representing the Omen side of the game. Damien, speak on it, man.
Damien, you there? You're in the voice of reason.
Hello.
Okay, we gotta go, Damien. Shit. Call us back. 844-55. That's that old scary movie.
Weirder and weirder.
Get it.
Anyway, yeah.
He's so old.
Damien. Cut her mic off forever. By the way. Because I did catch that. Forever.
Damn, I didn't catch it.
LB from Connecticut, line 1. Let's roll. Is that mic still working?
Hey, LB.
Answer that phone call. LB, what's happening?
Hey, ladies. I'm gonna just make one point because I know you're trying to get through it quick. I think, like Veronica was saying, that for women to have control is kind of where things go wrong. I think a lot of women get to saying that they want to control the relationship, they want to be in charge of what goes on. But relationships like that never work. Women are naturally more submissive and want to be.
Yep.
Where did he go? He was dropping bombs.
I was about to tap into all that because he was definitely speaking the realest.
He was dropping some bombs. Go ahead, Whitney.
Well, that's what like our caller was saying. I always am like, if I don't want all these jobs and all this working hard, like I battle, and I think a lot of women do I want to make sure that I am taken care of and just do it myself, or be that vulnerable butterfly that I'm supposed to be and just let somebody else handle my fate or my life.
I'm gonna keep bringing it back to this.
Okay.
Are women just fucking crazy?
Yeah, man.
It's hard for you guys to be sane in an insane world. You guys are like a fucking vase. Whatever is poured into you, you take the shape of it. So if this fucking country and this world is fucking insane, are you guys not taking on that insanity and then creating a list of demands based off of that bullshit that's in you? And then you say, well, this is the only way that's going to make me happy. And then the motherfucker does everything you want and you go, you're a pussy for doing everything I wanted. I don't want to control you. Now you're not attractive, you little pussy. 844-55-1. Somebody speak on that.
No, there's so many. I've heard this so many times. A good guy finished last and all this, that, and the other. And it's kind of weird how that happens. Ashanti, do you have any?
Gotta go.
Oh, your mic's cut off.
Yeah, she's on punishment right now. Bring her back. She keep wilding. Bring her back. Bring this wild little lemur back. Come back.
Hello.
You're back.
I'm on.
Say one thing. Say one more thing crazy.
One more.
Watch what happens.
I don't know, but I'm saying when I call you old, I don't really mean you're old.
Oh, you said it again. Cut her mic.
Wise.
No, I'm just playing.
I mean, you're an old soul.
No, I'm an ancient soul.
You're old as fuck.
You're a mummy.
You're a mummy.
This fool. But no, I kind of do agree. Like the shit that we are supposed to be molded into from what we were taught when we were younger is complete bullshit. So how are women supposed to become this beautiful, gorgeous butterfly that everybody speaks of, and why niggas aren't choosing up is because we're not that. But
choosing up. Listen to me. Oh my God. Whitney is a fucking thug.
Okay.
She must have saw fucking Boys in the Hood this holiday weekend. She is really tripping right now.
But I mean, I'm just speaking to But I'm saying it's like
stupid.
Real life.
It's true.
How are you supposed to make beautifulness out of a pile of shit?
No, real talk, especially with how you were raised. Like, my dad used to buy us perfume on the same day every month. We watched all the Disney movies. We were even told in the playground that if the boys were mean to us, it's because they liked us.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know, so it's like we were brought up in a fantasy world. And honestly, I'm going to bring my daughter up the same fucking way. These niggas need to step up. Like, why can't we be treated like queens and princesses?
Do we have a drum, like a drummer just beating just a drum? Just a regular drum being beat?
Hello?
Like, gling, 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 gling. Because that's all they do is beat the same fucking drum.
Here we go.
Right? That's all they do.
Here we
it's
go.
always the dude's fault. What I
It's
said
not.
was,
It's not always the dude's fault.
The caveat is, what ideas? Let's just do it this way.
All right.
Well, it kind of is.
Let's just do it this way.
We going
Let's
in
just do it
today,
this way.
huh?
What ideas that women hold, right, about their interaction with men are counterproductive to creating happiness in their lives? I always ask sisters, I say, sister, do you believe in the law of attraction? Yes, brother, absolutely. Whatever the thinker thinks, the prover proves. Ask Shay, brother. Hallelujah. Right? They give you all that bullshit, right? Right? As a man thinketh, so is he. Right? Okay. Now I'm going to ask you, what are your top 10 negative beliefs about black men?
Negative?
Negative.
That's a lot.
That are on motherfucking full rotation, repeat in your mind. And if those beliefs are on full rotation in your mind, are you not energetically creating a fucking reality that you actually don't want?
Veronica,
can you come in and help with that?
Oh, Lord, nigga, you need to relax your shoulders. Sorry, go ahead, VC.
No, it's okay. The law of attraction, they took that from an old book and they reworked it. But there's a whole piece that the same author wrote called The Master Key.
The Master Key. Oh my God.
I need to write that down.
That's a powerful book. All sisters listening right now, go get the book, The Master Key.
Right. That's like the missing piece. That's the missing piece. So what they haven't really told us is that, and I talk about this in the black paper, if let's think about manifestation, all that stuff. A lot of that is true. And thoughts are things, and you can energize certain things into reality, especially if you're using sex magic. That you can definitely energize things into reality. But the problem is that we often have so much limiting beliefs, inner conflict, inner stories. So I talk about this in the Black Paper. So people should go to the blackpaper.com and download that. I talk about how and because Black people have been programmed with such negative beliefs about ourselves and our identities, a lot of times, women are sitting around talking about, niggas ain't shit and they're gonna let me down and I can't count on them. And then they tend to magnetize and energize that very reality, because anything that we focus on with congruent belief and a big amount of emotion, we tend to make manifest, and then we wonder why our reality is the way it is.
Wow. I see the sister. I see the woman. To piggyback a little bit off of Veronica, I see you guys as the manifestors. If your top 3 beliefs about black men, if you're a black woman trying to be with a black man, if your top 3 beliefs about a black man are negative, how can you have a positive experience and interaction with him? How can you draw one to you, right? If your top 3 beliefs about that particular dude is negative. 844-50. I just want to know why women are unhappy. Can we speak to that? And what are women doing? We know there are a lot of men that ain't shit. We know that.
Yeah, there are a lot of women that ain't shit.
Exactly. And there's exceptional men and there are exceptional women in small quantities. If you count yourself amongst the exceptional motherfuckers and you got an unexceptional motherfucker in your life, you ain't finished working.
Yeah, that's true.
So somebody speak on that. 844-55-1.
See, but then that's the problem. We're left with nothing. Like, I don't have a problem meeting men. I have a problem with being compatible and actually having a man that's consistent. Like, I would love to have a decent dude that I really vibed with. But I feel like because I know my worth, I'm cutting these niggas off left and right.
This goes back to Corey Holcomb.
Nobody's laughing.
This goes back to Corey Holcomb. And he says it in a harsh way, but I'm going to say it in a spiritual way. Sometimes ego causes us to overprice ourselves. It doesn't mean you're not priceless from the gate. Everybody's priceless, but that doesn't mean you've reached the full potential of your priceless character. A lot of times people are already at the finish line holding the trophy up and they ain't even ran the race. And it's really a race against yourself.
So what it sounds like from you is men never have to be accountable.
I know. No. Okay.
Because everything I say, you balance it out with some whole other shit.
The key word is balance. But cut her mic off now. Thank you. Let me just say again. Go ahead, Whitney. Jesus.
Okay, before I forget. All I was going to say.
We turned up in here today.
Look, today is crazy. Well, I get what you're saying, though, because fuck. Oh.
I'm telling her to cut her mic on.
Okay.
Maybe if you would quit turning my mic off, he wouldn't get confused.
Turn it off again. Thank you.
I have a really cool point, I think. So let me just say this.
Let's say it before you forget it.
Right? So what I was saying, what Ashanti just said is, I used to think like that. Like, oh, this man is X, Y. I had the list going. You know, women all have this list. He's got to be 6'3" and da-da-da-da. Like all of these things. Well, damn.
Go ahead.
When then I looked at myself and was like, well, let me stop for a second and let whatever gravitates towards me, let me give that a chance, whether he doesn't add up to my checklist. Like dating, we talked about it last show. Dating like below your, I guess, standards, or settling a little bit, so I can learn myself a little bit more to see really what I want. And now I'm literally bringing quality into my life without even trying.
Right.
But so I don't look at it as like settling. I look at it as learning. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're not taking an L because every situation you're learning, but you lower your, okay, you know what?
See,
he doesn't
I'm not
have
even talking about physical.
Like
that's a good point.
I'm not even
Whitney.
talking, neither am I.
That was a good point. Whitney just made a good point. Let me
go hit it.
Let me carve on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think women have a lower level, and this is a question to Whitney, Ashanti, and Veronica. Do you think women just have a lower level of resilience? Like, it's like, I've been through enough shit. Fuck it. I don't want to go through no more shit. And that's when they let fear and ego and all that shit get promoted to making decisions in their relationship life, because they can't tolerate any more heartbreak or any more lies or any more disappointment. I just think women lack fucking resilience. Life is hard, and most of your lessons come through very painful situations. And I think what happens is you guys get so into your pain body that you don't ever want to feel no more, and then you lock it down, close off, shut it down, and then you become this hardened shell, and can't nothing get in or out. The pain can't get out, and the love can't get back in. Veronica, what do you think? And I'm going to all of you guys on that.
Yeah, no, I love that, because, and that's why, women are meant to flow. And so if we were in a state of constantly processing our pain, right, that's why I've designed my life around my work, because I get to focus that for other people, but I get to also experience it myself. Women are meant to, we get dammed up and jammed up if we have traumatic experiences and we don't find a way to cry them out or orgasm them out or scream them out or whatever.
I'm sorry. We trying to help
Let the
Red
engineer
Panda
get the
scream.
sound effects. Wow.
That's a Red Panda scream.
Oh gosh, I can't deal.
We don't do that, and we become very hard and calcified, and everything in us, our heart, our genitals, our throat, it all becomes very hardened and calcified.
I agree.
So women have got to restore themselves back to flow.
Wow.
It can lead.
Wow.
But so exactly what Veronica just said is a choice that I've already had to make in my life. I chose to marry a man who did me so wrong that everybody said, don't do this. What are you doing? Still did it because I am egoic, whatever. And the marriage failed, and I had a chance to, it didn't really fail, but I was at a crossroad to where I got to choose the hard road where I knew by myself, like, everything hard, or stay with this marriage, stay with the dude I'm cool with. He's not everything on my list or the list I used to have, but blah, blah, blah. Like, choose the harder road.
Wow.
Even though I've done so, like, it's been rough.
Ashanti?
Do it.
Me personally, at this point, I'm just like, fuck all the dumb shit. I'm just going to pour myself into me and my work and do what I got to do. And hopefully the person that is for me will come around.
Church.
I can't see how you do
church.
shit that
I said that's church.
No, it's cool. Moving on. Go ahead.
Church.
No, I'm gonna
turn my mic off.
That's the realest. That's the
That was
realest
church.
shit.
She said, cut her own mic off.
Cut
Jesus.
herself off?
She can't even take a
That was
goddamn
good.
compliment. This nigga's traumatized.
That's really.
Cut my mic off. He jumping on my head again.
But literally, that's exactly what I've been, Ashanti. That's literally what I've been doing this whole year's been.
Right. Because at a certain point, it's like, well, how do we really have to try, or can it just come to us and we do our thing?
Can I say one thing? It's like,
hold on, we got to take a quick break.
No, it's like leading by examples. All
I'm
I was gonna
sorry.
say is
This show is flying.
Teach them how to treat you by treating yourself that way.
Niggas is screaming. It's not even Halloween.
Okay, listen, hold tight. CG has a statement for Ashanti. I mean, because you guys are a little wild today.
You are doing monkey sounds and crazy shit over there.
I haven't done any monkey sounds. Sorry.
Shit.
CG on Twitter, at MindCatalyst86 says, Red Panda needs to release that throat nectar.
Here we go with the throat nectar.
I'm just saying, you got to bust off in your mouth. Because there are a lot of unhappy people. And when we come back, Veronica's going to talk about
throat.
She's going to talk about that orgasmic dam. There's a dam holding back the big one for a lot of women.
I also have another question for Veronica.
Oh, Jesus. I can't even.
Break it up. Break.
We're taking a quick break. I mean, they wild. Okay, turn them off. Just turn them off. Let's see I wonder what silence sounds like. Exactly. Y'all wild today. But it's okay. We gonna get this ship right. We're gonna try to heal some of you broken vulvas out there. We want to know why you unhappy, ladies. Call us right now at 844-55-1. Twitter is on fire. The phone lines is cracking. I'm coming back to the phones when I come back. You listen to the Voice of Reason on Hot Button Radio. We're in the building. Hey, this is Zoe Williams, and you're listening to the Voice of Reason on Hot Button Radio.
experience.
No.
This is where my mic? Okay, this dude right here. We got a new engineer. He don't know what the fuck is going on.
You
That's
didn't like
Toto.
having your mic off, huh? It was weird going to talk and nothing came out, huh?
Thank you. That's Toto.
Like the dog from Wizard of Oz?
No, a lot of people don't know. Toto, those are the musicians who did Michael's Thriller album. They actually did Human Nature.
Yeah.
Group Toto.
Yeah.
Great music,
Their
man.
production is on point.
If you really want to know about music, live musicians, man, you listen to some Toto. Toto.
Like DOA?
T-O-T-O.
Like
Toto.
T-O-D-O-E, like dough.
Okay, I've had enough. Hecka Activated has joined the show. And, hey, listen. It's going crazy in here. We're talking about what makes women unhappy. And what level of it are women themselves responsible? On Twitter, sisters are chiming in like crazy.
Ching, ching, ching.
Call in, girls.
At New Life for She, sister says, some of us are miserable because we are looking for someone or something else to make us happy instead of being happy from within.
Yeah.
And that was one of my questions. Should a woman's happiness be predicated on a man's behaviors?
It shouldn't, but it's hard. It's hard. It shouldn't, but it's hard. Because I'm one of those weird people that I wake up giggling sometimes. Like, I just wake up happy. But if I'm dealing with a dude that is just not making me happy, it affects my emotions.
But isn't that part of the weakness? Happiness is an inside job. To even frame it up as, if a dude is not making me happy, is that not part of the problem?
But Zoe, we're human beings. The people that we care about and that we're dealing with affect us.
And human beings are supposed to overcome their inherent weaknesses. They're not supposed to make a way for them and cope with them.
Yeah, but it's not that easy, Dr. Phil.
I didn't say it was easy. No, turn her mic off. I didn't say it was easy. Nobody ever said it was easy. We're saying that is the job. That's the job.
That's the work to get the
That's
reward.
the work.
I feel you.
Hecka Activated, come in here and speak on this. Jesus. Red Panda is on fire today.
I just have raising my hand.
I see you.
Well, I mean, I honestly don't feel like
They're playing Hecka's song.
Anybody's responsibility to make us happy. I think if we're going to have a man to come in, he should add to the happiness that is already there. So you're attracting him to you because you're happy. And his happiness adds to your already happiness. However, I will say that I personally feel that a lot of the unhappiness that women are experiencing these days come as a result of like childhood abandonment. And some of these women have really been, raped by their fathers and mistreated and, all sorts of things from the time that they were little girls, 2, 3, 4 years old. So as they grow older, they're then looking for a man to make up for that horrible energy that they experienced when they were children. And when they don't get that, they find themselves very disappointed because the same abandonment that they experienced ever since they were toddlers and very young children, they're experiencing the same thing from these men. And it's kind of like a repetitive cycle. And the reason why they're experiencing it is because it's already in there. They haven't taken the time to heal from it. So they're continuously attracting the same energy that's already there.
Right.
And they will attract it until they heal from it.
And that's big. And to balance it out, it's not always dad leaving. Sometimes it's mom being there.
Oof.
Sometimes mom's unhealed shit and her consistency in your life.
No, for real.
That's a hell of an anchor to be anchored in. That's some bullshit to be anchored in right there.
Well, it's like I was just thinking the same thing, and Hecka literally pulled it right out of my brain. But it's a learned behavior. It's kind of like the families that are in like food healthcare or the what's it called? I can't think.
Healthcare?
What the fuck am I trying to say?
I don't know what the fuck Whitney.
Basically, all I'm trying to say is they don't know what happiness looks like, and they've only seen misery coming from their mother or their grandmother or whatever. No, it's beyond that. But anyway, it's learned behavior. How can you be happy when you've never seen what happiness is supposed to look like and be?
Listen, we got callers. Go ahead, Veronica. Wrap it, and then we go into the callers. Go ahead.
So I have both a black mother and a white mother. I have an adoptive mother and a biological mother, just because I had some crazy Black Panther wildness in my early childhood. But I had to fire both of my mothers at one point because they were both toxic.
Right?
Ooh, Veronica, let's talk about that.
And so I had to take the stand. You know what? You can come back and we can be in a relationship when you're sane. And so oftentimes when we take an uncompromising stand with toxicity, with unhappiness, you'd be amazed at the amount of freedom that just that act generates. So I find that so much of my own happiness that I've had, and I feel like I've had a pretty blissful experience here, comes from being uncompromising with toxic bullshit. That stand paves the way for happiness to exist.
Yep. Just say no. Just say no to toxicity.
Let me just say this. First off, go get my book on Kindle. It's available on Kindle right now, The Relationship Dismount. Go get the book. The physical copies, I've been saying this all day today, the physical copies will be to me within about three weeks or so. And the moment I get those physical copies, I'm going right into hyper mail out mode, right? For everybody who pre-ordered. But hey, if you have a Kindle, right, you can go to Amazon.com right now, buy it now. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Leaving a Toxic Relationship is available right now. Could firing your mother's old emotional baggage lead to greater happiness for women?
Yes.
Could firing your father's old emotional baggage? Because, listen, dads have an effect on daughters too, right? Could that be a source of women's emotional baggage? I coach a lot of people, and a lot of sisters have said, I'm this way because my father said yada, 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 and he told me this one day, and it stuck with me, and that my father and my brother act a certain way, and my dad said, the dude I'm with gotta be like that.
Can I say something to that?
Yeah.
They should just share with their dads, because my dad and I, we've always been really close, but there's been some drama in our relationship. And as of just recently, I just told him how I was feeling about some stuff. And some stuff I was just 150% incorrect about. Like, my dad had me when he was 19. He was young as hell. And there was some stuff that he didn't even remember. And just by bringing it up today in my adult life, it helped me.
Right. And this is why you're saying something very powerful, Panda. I always say to the younger folk, you were born in this section of the book of life. Read a few hundred chapters before you so you can get a context of where you at today.
I feel like we're doing high.
Right? A lot of the new motherfuckers, they don't want to read what came before. They don't want to understand the context of what led you to where you stand. And that's important for understanding how to proceed forward. I always tell you, just because you born toward the back of the book don't mean you're exonerated from the responsibility of reading the chapters that preceded you. That's very important. So let's get to these phone lines.
Yeah,
Matthew, Atlanta, you in the building, line 6.
Hey, Matthew, you're on the Voice of Reason.
Just in case you didn't know.
Just in case you didn't know.
Matthew, you got a few seconds and then I got to bounce, homie.
Matter.
What?
Is his name Matthew? It might even be Matthew.
His name is Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Thew.
Okay. Somebody
Next.
must have went to...
Yeah, we got too many people to, wait.
We got Chris, North Carolina, line 3. Holler at us, Chris.
Come on and raise up. Remember that song?
I don't, but I was about to bang with you, though.
No.
Line 3, Chris.
Chris, are you there?
North Carolina.
Hello.
Oh, heck is on line 3. Well, TJ from Dallas, line 1.
Hey, TJ, you
Phone
there?
is ringing. Let's go. TJ.
Damn, Gina.
Okay.
Yo, this is something really weird is going on.
Something really weird.
Mercury in retrograde. Hecka would know.
No, it's
Nope,
not.
see?
It's
She
not
said no.
emergent.
She said no, man. I was just checking.
Hey, Hecka, how you doing in the ATL?
However, Venus is about to go retrograde, and oh my goodness, relationship shit is coming up.
It's coming.
Already started.
Oh, I feel it.
Hecka.
I feel it.
Let me get some Venus in my house.
I need to call Hecka.
So let's get him on the line right now. TJ.
Hey, what's up?
What's happening, man?
What's up, TJ?
Hey, man, I think one thing people kind of forget about is like Lyndon B. Johnson, when he pretty much made the law, to tell women you can have as many baby daddies as you want. You can have an infinity amount of baby daddies, and they're going to put cases on all the men. If a dude have a bunch of baby daddies, they're going to put cases on him. So women now, they can be as loose as with their vagina as they want to be. So they don't have no standards. They can just fuck as many other niggas as they want to. And the shit is crazy. They can put as many cases on dudes as they want to. There's no responsibility. They call it community pussy. She got a community pussy. She can fuck as many dudes. And she can put cases on every single guy. She has no responsibility, nothing to it. That's really the big problem too. So women be like, hey, I don't need you. I can put this case on you. I can get alimony on you. I got you. Either way, you're going to do what I tell you to do, or I'm going to put these laws in your life, pretty much.
Wow.
That's
hey,
crazy.
man, we appreciate the call.
Nobody take that into consideration because as a man, I was in a situation where I was married, and then found out the baby was mine. The court said, hey, well, you took care of it this long, it's yours. That's fraud. But
it is.
Nope. That's my baby. So
fraud is legal.
I'm stuck out. Nobody takes that into account. So as a woman, you don't have to be, careful with your vagina. I can fuck anybody. He can be married and be married to another woman. I can fuck him and get his money, take money from her kid because I had a baby by him. She has no responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Nobody takes that into account. You know what I'm saying?
As far as money goes.
I'm not talking about you girls,
Right.
No.
Hey, but bro, listen, we got to ride. It's a lot of callers, man, but I appreciate
Thank you for calling in, man.
I appreciate that. That was good information. Listen, the phone lines are open, 844-55-1. That's the number to dial. Listen, I think we got to go back and keep this in mind. This show is about declining happiness among women. Why are women unhappy? What is happening in their lives? Now, there are a couple of factors, right? There are a couple of factors that are happening. Number one, women are better educated. Women are working more. They're in the workforce. So what happens is their days get extended. So what used to be at home, early rise, cook for the kids, send them off to school. They come back home, dinner's done, help with homework, go to bed, start over, is now early rise, cook for the kids, make sure everybody's fed, everybody's taken care of. Now I got to go to work. Then get off work, go pick them up from practice, basketball, wherever, school, after school, study, wherever you at. Then get home, cook for them, make sure homework, all of that, and then do work, and then go to sleep, and then start over all again. Do you understand? Their days are extended now.
Right.
So with extending the day, you're extending the stress. Right? Women don't have the same level of downtime that they used to have. Now, what does that do to relationship expectations? Now you can't even have really an authentic connection with somebody because in the back of your mind, you're saying, I need help. Do you understand? Let me see if he fits my help profile. Does that make sense, ladies? Can we speak to that? Does that make sense? 844-55-1. I want to hear from women. Does that make sense? Hecka?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And I think the sad thing about it is that women have these children and they have to even go through that process of doing all those things by themselves and then look for a man that could come in to help them instead of having the man that helped them make the children help them.
Man,
Where is he?
Yes.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, I feel like a lot of women don't even think about. I don't think women even think that far ahead. I guess for the majority of women, because like Hecka said, why isn't the dude who you actually procreated with there helping you? I kind of honestly, I'm going to bring it back to sports because that's my thing. I'm kind of upset about Sierra and my quarterback Russell Wilson. Like, why is you had a baby with Future, some hood rat rapper, and now all of a sudden you got the Christian boy, my quarterback. Now he's your knight in shining armor.
But let's come back to that.
Why didn't she think of that before
let's just understand.
Laid down?
Let's just understand. We got to be honest about this. Family don't mean the same to women that it used to mean to women back in the day.
Sad.
Now it's, I can do this without you, nigga. Before it was, I got to hold this together at all cost because this is our identity. Now, I have to say, part of that is good, part of that is bad. The part that's bad is there were women who endured a lot of shit from daddy, from granddad, right? From pops, right? Endured a lot of shit. But they were more resilient then. Now we're in a microwave society where, oh, this ain't working out? Fuck it.
I'm going to find Russell Wilson.
We're a package deal. You get me, you get the kid, you get the situation. And now women are dating based off of what I need in my life to bring some level of certainty. See, what women have done is equated certainty to happiness. That's what. Am I bullshitting, Veronica?
That's crazy to me.
No, that's
my
true.
mind.
And I'll tell you. I think real happiness exists way out on the very, very edge. It's really narrow out there, but I think real happiness exists out in risk and uncertainty, and adventure and pleasure and passion. I think happiness exists in those spaces. Even if you're raising families. I mean, I had a man that dropped completely off in terms of his responsibility, and I had to figure out a way. And I went through places and spaces where I was like, I need help. Like I am burning down here. Like it is, and I'm a really resourceful woman. I built teams and did all this stuff, but at some point, I had to decide for myself that spiritually, emotionally, I was going to have to take myself all the way to the edge so that I actually had the capacity to manage the rest of the life. See, I think we get confused and we think we settle for certainty, but actually risk and uncertainty is actually more powerful, and it actually gets more done.
Veronica, did you slapping motherfuckers upside the dome piece on their way home from Jones Beach? Ouch. This shit is ugly right now. It was the Dalai Lama who said, the only way to love is to risk everything.
Everything.
Now, let me say this. That is, in the modern day society today, that is considered fucking childish.
Yeah, what?
Love is considered child's play. You can't love no more. Everything's a business. Everything's a transaction. So I keep trying to tell people now, this ain't no fucking joke.
Well, even like exactly what you're saying. I did that when I got married. I quit school. I quit good jobs. I left my entire family. I went across the country by myself with somebody for love. Davina, line 5 from Los Angeles. You are on the Voice of Reason. How are you, boo?
Davina, get at us. LA, what's up?
LA, you in the building.
What's up?
What I'm saying. The thing is, what do you call it? If women know who they are and what they are, which is divine beings, then that takes precedence, and it really helps to call in inner joy, because happiness, in my experience, is based on things, circumstances, responses, and reactions.
Yes. Say more.
Yeah, so if I know who I am at a soul level, and I'm working on myself to get rid of the things that are preventing me from attracting and being in the receptive mode, being in that divine feminine, then it really helps with the process. Instead of projecting onto these men, this job, weight loss, the home, all of the degrees, whatever it is, then I just go within and know that I am one with the divine, then everything else begins to flow. And being vulnerable and surrendering and all of what Veronica says, I totally agree with that. And just taking the time to know ourselves and love ourselves and accept ourselves where we are right now. Meet ourselves where we're at.
Yep.
Wow. Davina just brought Los Angeles.
Fire.
Yo, if your city trying to compete, LA's in front right now because of Davina. Get to your phone lines, lady. I need to hear from y'all. 844-55-1. Listen, let me just say it again. It's hard to be happy when there's a hole.
Yeah.
See, Quincy Jones said it. He said, "Hey, man, shit, you know, you got a hole, you know, shit. And when you have a hole, you know, you try to fill it with anything. You fill a hole with drugs. You fill a hole with sex. You fill a hole with people. Shit. The problem is the hole is bottomless. Shit keep falling through it. And you know why it's bottomless? Because you've ignored it. When you go in that hole, embrace that hole, accept that hole, love that hole, then it changes from HOLE to WHOLE.
Preach.
Good
So,
one.
A lot of motherfuckers don't want to do that work because that hole is dark. And that hole, not only it's dark, but it's reflective. You start seeing you in that bitch, and it's like, oh, fuck that. Hell no.
I did it to myself.
Let me go find somebody outside this motherfucker. Who else we got next?
We're going all the way to New York. Shawnee, line 6. You're on the Voice of Reason. Hey, girl.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
What's happening?
How's everyone tonight?
Amazing.
All right, y'all. I think usually when I call, Hector's not around. So, hi, Hector.
Hey, Vance, how are you?
All right. So, I'm good. How are you? So,
Great.
oh, God, you guys said a mouthful, but I think I have these conversations often with female friends of mine, and I'm going to say the reason for the unhappiness is church, mommy issues, daddy issues, spoiled. I want to be spoiled, catered, and pampered. I have the right to be emotional because I'm a woman. Unrealistic ideals.
Wow.
I'm looking for my grandfather.
Thank you.
Which is crazy to me. Because I have this conversation often too. I'm like, okay, so you want a man like your granddad, but really there's nothing new under the sun. Granddaddy did the same thing men are doing today. It's just that he might hit it a little more, you know. And your grandmother stayed with him because she understood who she was with.
You choose one, and
okay, so he did what he needed to do, and she did what she needed to do, and they just made it work.
Ain't no more made it work now.
Too many options.
You know,
They don't make them like my granddad.
Let's make it work. That philosophy is up out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here. What do you mean? Let's make it work. I got 37 more years. Let me find a new relationship.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
That's literally how
Getting married is not trending.
It's not trending.
No.
So, you know.
No. Hey, you know what?
And that too. I think for men, it's just cool to live your life and do what you want. I think men are judged by what they accomplish outside of a woman, but women are always judged by whether or not they have a man or a long-standing relationship. Because even I get judged at 40 for not being married or having kids. It's kind of like, well, you must not be a good woman because you're not married.
Right.
Okay, I've been engaged a few times and all that good stuff, but that doesn't count. You know, so I just think, and I think that makes women crazy too.
Wow.
So we rush to try to find a man.
Let me just say.
What everyone thinks that we should be.
Let me say this, Shawnee. New York and LA are in the building right now. LA did the alley-oop, and New York jumped from the free throw line with a blindfold on and dunked it. Listen, I just want to listen. You guys remember that show I did a little while ago? Thank you, Shawnee, for the call. We appreciate it. But remember that show we did a little while ago where I urged the men to call in and own their shit?
And none of these niggas called.
Sisters are calling in right now, owning their shit.
Hey, accountable.
Why are you unhappy? Hecka, do you have any reasons for why there are a lot of women that are unhappy right now? Because that's what the research is saying. And for the first time in a long time, over the past 35 years, men are more happy than women. What the fuck is going on, Hecka?
You guys don't
Speak
care.
on it. Okay.
Well, I just think we grew up during the don't blame Mr. Charlie era. Because Mr. Charlie is just a man and he's doing the best he can. And now we've gotten to, that's Betty Wright, of course, I'm sure you all know that.
Yes,
but now
yes.
we've gotten to the place where we're tired of not taking up for ourselves. I mean, don't get me wrong, women do some messed up stuff. Of course, there's a lot of women out there that do some stuff, and I'm like, oh, you dead ass wrong for that. You're cutting up bad. However, I talk to women that are broken like hell, and they're like, okay, I can't blame Mr. Charlie. He's just a man. I can't blame this person over here. I can't blame that person. They don't know how to go within themselves and pull that shit up from the roots to heal themselves and, you know, then attract another man or a better situation. I mean, they're just lost.
Wow.
Really, they are. And
Wow.
I feel really bad for them.
Man, that's a great point, Heck. I appreciate that. Now, a lot of people are hearing you right now. Listen, at Ronan Martin or at Resident Antihero says the blame game is but the spiritual mirror reflecting emotional immaturity. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't want to hear that. 844-55-1. That's the number to dial. Who else do we have on the line?
Well,
Whitney.
Let's just get crazy a little bit. Let's go to Detroit. Dick in her jaw. Line 4.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
We got a little bit of time, boo, so get with it.
Okay. Turn the junkyard down.
What was that?
Speak
we having technical difficulties tonight or something?
No, speak on
we
it,
just
man.
need
Let's
you.
go.
Yep. Get with it.
Oh, we good. Okay, well, first of all, I wanted to call in and comment on that comment from earlier. I've been holding that shit in like when you stroking and you pull out and you wait and you stick it back in. I'm just ready to bust all over that one. Y'all said that men of today can't support a family like the guys back in the 1950s did, and I think that that's wrong. I had to call in about that one. I think that that's wrong.
Okay,
Why?
Explain, yeah.
I'm going to say that a lot of the women today, because of the benefits and advantages to just being a welfare or WIC mom, receiving the advantages to receiving the benefits outweigh having an actual family and, you know, doing the 1950s thing, mom and dad and a child. You know, you can just party, get food stamps, child support, free weed, and, you know, you don't really have to give a shit anymore. And that's the narrative that the young people are following, and that's what they want to go by nowadays. It's really a sick thing.
Right. Hey, listen, we appreciate the call. We got to move. There are a lot of callers there. Thanks again for the reach out, Joseph. Anytime, man. We're going to be here all week, man. Get at us, man.
I got.
All right, and we're going all the way to Missouri. Red, line 1. You're on the Voice of Reason. Hey, Red. We got a lot of callers, so.
Hello, Whitney.
Hello. How are you?
How's everyone doing?
We're fabulous.
Zoe, another good topic.
Thank you, brother.
Of course, you always do it.
Appreciate it.
I tweeted you a minute ago. It is very possible for a feminine woman to move up the corporate ladder. I think a lot of times society has put the pressure on women thinking that they have to act like a man. Make sure that their dick is as big as the men that they're competing with in that office. And a lot of times, like I said, I've dated a lot of lawyers, a lot of female doctors. And when I first met them, they were hard and cold and you know, and it took me a while just to really work with them and soften them up to get them to understand that you are a woman. You are just as strong being as feminine and as flowery, you know, all those wonderful, sweet things that men want, and you can still run a boardroom.
Wow.
That is possible. A lot of women do not believe that. They get stuck in reading these goofy-ass magazines and hearing from their girlfriends, you know, and then they go to that office and they got to wear pantsuits and do that work right there. When they come home, they should be relaxed with their man. A lot of times these bullshit, moist-ass niggas nowadays don't know how to handle a woman who's in that position.
Right.
That's part of the problem. The other part is the church. The church, like I said, it's filled with women. If I was a single man out here and I really wanted to wild out, I'd go to church. Because I can get pussy all day in there.
He's
bad, but it's real. It's real. So, you know, it's a matter of knowing what you want and standing on that and understanding that you do not have to act like a man to maintain a financial lifestyle that you have accrued by going to college and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple. It's a complicated topic, but it's very simple. People, like I said, 30-day rule. You want to practice a new habit, stick with it for 30 days.
Yeah.
No judgment, no expectations, and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Life will change.
Yeah. And that's a big deal.
Look,
hey, man, I appreciate you, man, for reaching out, man. Thank you so much for calling, Red. You know, you're more than welcome to join anytime, man. That shit was fire right there.
Yeah.
Again, wherever there is judgment and ego, the relationship is in trouble. We have to keep fear, ego, judgment. The relationship is in peril. You know, I'm working with a couple right now. And I told the brother, I said, go get the book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Because there's a passage in that book that talks about weatherproofing. Now, weatherproofing is good for a house, right? You walk around the fucking house and you're looking for all the cracks and imperfections so you can insulate it properly, so you don't lose energy and money from that house, right? But imagine if you walked around your partner looking for all of their imperfections through judgment. You ain't this, you ain't that. I expected you to do this. And I'm saying men doing it to women, women doing it to men. Listen, that relationship is not going to last. It's almost like you have to be dissatisfied when you're walking around your partner weatherproofing them. How many people you know weatherproof their partner today? 844-55-1. How many of you grew up in a household where mom and dad weatherproofed each other? And then it became a part of your psyche to weatherproof your partner. Speak on that, 844-55-1. I mean, this is a real situation. Who else we got on the line? We got callers, right?
We whipped through them.
Oh, good. The phone lines are open if you want to talk about it. I want to hear from a woman. Yes, you can. Speak on it.
You know, one of the things that creates unhappiness just in general, it kind of speaks to what you were talking about, is the comparing mind. Right?
Ooh, the comparing
mind that compares me to other women, that compares you to other men, right? That's a huge source of unhappiness. And it's kind of an addiction that we're in, especially in the era of social media, especially in the era of reality television, right? There tends to be, there's a lot more, it's not really, we're a lot closer to each other. We have a lot more access to each other through social media, but we have less intimacy, right? Right? So the comparing mind is for sure a happiness killer all the way across the board.
Wow. The comparing mind.
That's great. That's real. That's so real.
I'm going to do this too. Go ahead, Hecka. Before I hit this question, go ahead.
Yeah, I just think some women are just unhappy because they need some damn sex. You know, they just need to have some sex because sex makes you happy.
It definitely does.
Say it, Hecka.
Pop that orgasm off.
Pop, pop, pop. Somebody just needs some dick.
Blow that back out.
Oh my goodness.
I love getting my back blown out.
And there's a lot of
moderation
back to be blown out.
She does have a lot of back.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Okay. Well,
okay. Yep.
Y'all are a hot mess.
Zoe, you said you had a question.
No, but I do. Ladies, call me right now, 844-55-1. Veronica, talk to me. And Hecka, I want you to talk to me about it. And I want to see what the sisters in studio think about you guys' perspective about what I'm about to say.
Yeah, let's do this.
Women got to abandon trust. Trust is an illusion.
Excuse me?
Certainty.
Yeah.
It's an illusion. Isn't surrender part of relinquishing trust? You surrender to the unknown. You don't know how it's going to turn out.
Never.
You want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. You really want him to fucking fall over holding his gut? Tell him your relationship goals.
CTFU.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Trust is part of the problem. You're not dating a person. you're dating a concept. And when that person does not meet your expectation, you get disappointed. And don't act like your intuition told you he wasn't that anyway. Look at it. Ashanti's face is just curled up in here. Can somebody speak to me on that? We're going to start with Hecka, then we're going to go to Veronica, and then I want to get the sisters in here's opinion. 844-55-1, the number is live right now.
Well, I agree. And again, I think, just like you said, trust and expectation are one and the same. And if you have no expectations for him, then you're not disappointed when those expectations are not met. I mean,
that's some grown woman shit right there, though.
Yeah, you just can't. And I think that's for not just for relationships, just for everything in life, period. Stop expecting things and just allow the energies of the universe to flow to get you exactly what you need for that moment.
But doesn't trust keep us locked into the fantasy? This is my idea of what I wanted. I wanted it to turn out this way.
I learned that shit quick.
You not dating a real motherfucker when you in Disney? When Disney wrote your relationship script? Veronica, speak on it.
I don't believe in trust per se. I don't believe in trusting another. I believe in trusting yourself and how you will respond in the presence of another.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Ashanti don't like none of this shit.
Ever. Like, I say that to my friends, not as awesome as Veronica says it, but I tell my friends that all the time.
This is Whitney. Fuck y'all. Y'all
dumb
don't
bitches
believe
don't
that
need
nigga.
it. Fuck that nigga. That's how I say it, and that's exactly what I mean when I say it.
Wow. Ashanti is the one that's chewing on this one right now, like fucking curry goat right now. She is chewing.
No, because it's just like, okay, so you're not supposed to trust the person that you're with? Does that honestly make sense? How are you supposed to have a relationship with somebody that you can't trust?
Answer, Lord.
And I'm not even talking about, I'm not even saying that I don't trust myself in a situation that I be presented with. I could pretty much guarantee I'd act one way or another, but it just doesn't make any sense to me to say that you're supposed to be in a relationship with somebody that you can't trust.
Veronica, answer her. Then Hecka.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So the thing is that when you trust your own awareness and your own response, then you have far more flexibility to respond moment to moment to moment. So in other words, a lot of times we will observe behavior in somebody and we may find that shit faulty, but we override our response to it because we're not trusting ourselves to be responsive. It does mean paying close attention and having very heightened awareness, but it puts all of the responsibility and all of the everything back sort of on you. And it gives you more flexibility in how to respond. People change, circumstances change.
So
but if you can trust
Veronica's saying something very powerful.
You win.
Yeah.
So in the event of not,
I agree.
In the event of not trusting this person, does that mean in your awareness and paying close attention when they get caught up doing some shit they weren't supposed to or said they weren't, that you're not supposed to bring it up?
But see,
you just observe
no,
it?
No.
It means you're supposed to bring it up.
Yes, you're supposed to bring it up, but
why bring it up?
Let me come back. What happens with trust is it gives us a false sense of security. Mm-hmm. I trust you to not do something that would hurt me or disappoint me. Now, keep in mind, it makes us forget that we're asking a fucking flawed, influx human animal to keep its word. Gotcha. It takes that part of it out the game. Right? Listen. Please understand, integrity is rarer than platinum. Fidelity is rarer than platinum. That's just a reality. It doesn't mean it's impossible. It's just, listen, it just means it doesn't come in high quantities. Let me go back. Just like truth or just like happiness is an inside job, so is trust. Veronica said it right early. The only thing you can trust is you. That's it.
That's it.
You really can't trust anybody else. Now, if you find someone who values trusting themselves in the same way you value trusting yourself, y'all might be magnetizing something effortlessly without even having to say, I'm going to need to trust you and I'm going to need you to trust me. Because what happens is we walk into the situation with trust on the table as a demand. Trust isn't commanding from each other. Like when the king walks in the room, niggas know automatically by his smell, by his walk, by his dress. They go, that motherfucker's royal, whoever the fuck that is. He commands your attention. He doesn't demand it. He doesn't walk in and say, hey, goddammit, I'm the king. No, he just comes in and motherfucker, oh shit, that's somebody right there. And that's how trust works from the inside out.
Yo.
But most people have it as a stipulation as opposed to a lifestyle, as opposed to a beacon that's shining from the inside out. Does that make sense? Who else we got online? Somebody's on the phone right
that's
now.
What I was just going to say, like, one thing, too, that I always tell people is your energy introduces yourself before you open your mouth.
Ooh-wee.
Before you even open your mouth, your energy, as soon as you walk in the room, whatever needs to come into your life will come in. And whether you want to accept it or not, whether it makes you happy or sad, then decide what to do with it. If it doesn't make you happy, then get rid of that shit. It's literally that easy.
Or before you get rid of it, understand why you got it. See, because like, a lot of times motherfuckers get shit and be like, I don't like that. Don't feel right. Get out of here. No, I'm here for a reason, motherfucker. I'm attracted to your bait. I came to you because you need me. Now, understand me before you send me away. How about that?
Hey.
Who else we got online?
Well, let's roll over to Kansas City. Ron, line 4, you're on the Voice of Reason.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, Ron.
How you
What's
doing?
going on with you?
Well, there's a lot of things that Zoe was saying that I read that book. He just mentioned, what was it? Don't Sweat the Small Stuff.
Yeah.
And I read that when I was in, and I'm ordering your book too, bro. But I don't have my son. I'm not dealing with this internet stuff, so I'm gonna have my son hook me up on that.
Word up. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Because what I want to say is that when I was in the joint, man, it was this thing called metrosexual, and what happened was when I heard this sound, what is this? And what happened was I think that men took the idea of what a woman wants and try to apply it to themselves and forgot to be the man that a woman wants, period. You know what I'm saying? So,
good shit.
So what happens is that when women are the way they are, because it's hard to find a man when there's so many feminine men out here. And so when a woman meets a man, she don't know how to address a man, because what is she dealing with now in society? You dig what I'm saying? So with Veronica, what I was saying last time, I messaged the sister, the psychic chick. I'm talking about the psychic woman. But I love Veronica because what she states is the fact that a lot of times women need to step back and let a man come in and show himself first. And like you say, well, honest people, my OG told me, he said, I was always getting mad. I'm like, man, why these dudes are so fake? He said, man, you're going to keep getting upset if you expect everybody to be real like you are.
Yeah, that's real.
You dig what I'm saying? So the story, the moral of the story is right here, though. Like people say, why are you so trustful? Because I feel like this, man. If people say, well, I don't got too many friends, I give everybody 100%. But if you give me 99.9%, now I push us away. Because as a man, why you don't lie to me, bro? You lie to the judge or the police, but you don't lie to me.
Right.
You know, and that's what society. The society is the fact that everybody want to be somebody else but themselves.
Hey, I fuck with that, man. Ron, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you for calling in, man, and please support that work, and I appreciate that too, man.
And
hey, bro, can I ask you one question? I want to ask you one question, Zoe, about your book.
For sure.
Okay, man. Like I'm the kind of person, man, that I grew up watching women, so I learned at an early age that I seen a woman reaction to another man, and it kind of messed me up. I know women always got this game, right? So now I picked up this game, and I want to see is your book for lames or is your book for dudes who because I used to be a pimp, I used to be a hustler, I used to be all them things. So is your book going, because I had questions in myself. Let me. Your book is going to cover.
Yeah, let me holler at you this way. Many years ago, I had Pimpin' Ken on my show, and Pimpin' Ken, who's the author of the 48 Laws of Pimpology.
Yeah, I'm here.
Him and Karen Hunter. A lot of people thought, okay, he could just gonna come in here with this pimp rhetoric. But Karen Hunter held him to a higher standard and said, nah, man, you got to put a philosophy around it. And then you have to make the pimp parlance apply to more than just pimps and hoes. It's got to have life value and life meaning where you can apply this to a life situation and not just a man taking advantage of a woman who want to play the game. Because, as Pimpin' Ken would say, these hoes want to be here. I didn't go out and hit this hoe upside the head. She wants a pimp, right? So to put my book into perspective, my book is a philosophical book. It is a workbook, and it is a part biography. So I put myself and my life and my experiences on the line to give you an example of how you come from rock bottom to the apex of what your being is. That's why it's a breakup book as well as a makeup book. And you can make up with the person you broke up with, or you can get with somebody new. But the whole book is designed to get you to check yourself. Thoughts, beliefs, feelings, behaviors. At the end of every chapter, dude, there's exercises that put you in front of you. Sit the fuck down, look at yourself, see what the fuck you've been doing that you've allowed yourself to get away with, and then call yourself to the mat. That's what this book is about. You can't leave a toxic relationship until you expunge the toxicity from your being first.
Preach.
That's what the book is about. And it's a step-by-step guide to do it that way. So, I would recommend that you lay this flat with anybody who's intelligent enough to read a book from cover to cover who want to grow. I would definitely recommend this book for that.
Yeah, because the fact I'm trying to get more straight because I had a little daughter, man. I'm trying to, be that man. You know what I'm saying? Not, I want her. Like you said earlier about putting the fears of us into our children. Mm-hmm. My whole thing, I want my daughter. I don't want to put my fears in my daughter. I want her to see life and to see it for herself, to find her own truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But to be there when she needs me as an ear and someone to talk to her about. But I want to give her my idea what a man is because I want to show her, then let her see for herself what society is in itself. So I'm gonna read your book, man. And after I read it, man, I'm going to get back with you, bro.
Hey, man, holla at me, man. That's real. That's real. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Listen, today's topic was crazy. Yeah. It was fire, and the show went fast, so it did. You know what that means. Yeah, it's over. Hecka Activated. People, listen. Yes. Hecka Activated is a seriously powerful psychic medium. If y'all heard her on the show with Angela, by the way, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, Angela will be back.
Good.
Nice.
Right? Oh, we got some big plans for Angela. It's going to be crazy. But Hecka and Angela was Sammy Sosa and Mark Aguirre on that last show. They was knocking shit out the motherfucking park. She is, what'd you say?
It's Mark McGuire.
Yeah. Mark Aguirre is for the Detroit Pistons, right?
We got you.
It's cool.
These two girls don't know who the fuck
I do know who Mark McGuire is.
But Hecka is a powerful psychic medium. You got to go to her website and get locked in with her. Hecka, where do they find you, babe?
Find me by visiting my website at www.hekaactivated.com. And Heka is spelled Heka, activated, just like it sounds, .com.
Beautiful, beautiful. Veronica Conway, I'm telling you right now, the neurolinguistic program Black Mastery must be purchased by you if you want your life to get better.
I gotta get that.
My life got better the fucking second I was done working with it. Really? I promise you, I can attest to this shit. Chris can attest to this shit. It's a real situation. Blackmastery.com. Veronica, tell them what that shit does to you.
Well, it kind of speaks to what we're talking about tonight. Because Black Mastery is designed to heal Black people from limiting beliefs that affect Black people, including ones like that women have, like ain't no good men out here. We have to go in and reprogram that stuff from the root. So NLP goes in and looks at faulty ideas that you have that are creating trauma in your life and that you keep repeating the pattern of over and over again, and it pulls them out at the source. And when you do that, you can begin to live the life that you were meant to live because you're not hindered by all that stuff.
Great. Where's the website? What's the website again?
Blackmastery.com, and you can get me at veronicaconway.com.
Good. Ashanti Ford.
Instagram and Twitter, Ashanti Ford Live. I have a new website up and coming, AshantiFordLive.com. I'm pretty excited about that.
Fire. And those pictures are great.
Oh, the pictures are awesome.
Connie or AKA Whitney.
I got 17 nicknames. Hey guys, you guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Miss Tabor. That's TABER. Also, I have a website that's popping. I got some dope new images.
Them pictures, I just saw some of the Whitney shots. Jesus.
Yo, MissTabor.com. Make sure you go purchase a few pictures and pre-order those calendars.
And listen, I'm not playing. The book is available on Kindle right now. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship by Zoe Williams. It's available right now on Kindle. Go get it right now. If you want the physical copy, you got to go to my website and pre-order that. I will have the physical copies in hand in about 3 weeks or so, and I will begin the process of shipping out all of the pre-orders. IamZoeWilliams.com. If you want the physical copy, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be great. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back Wednesday. Hot Button Radio, Dash Radio, the voice of reason, Zoe Williams. We out.